Hey there. Thanks for visiting and welcome back. If you've not a new member to our page, thanks for checking us out. Cookprayandeat.com. And today, what we're going to be doing is a New York cheesecake. It sounds pretty intense on the front side, but really it's not a whole lot. You do need a bunch of different ingredients and different utensils and things to do this. But the biggest thing is that it takes a lot of time. So what I found, even though I'm not doing this right now, the best time to make cheesecake is at night because it has to set about 5 or 6 hours or so unattended and not messed with. So the best thing to do is make it at night and let it sit throughout the evening until the morning time when you can pull it out. Keeps it from cracking. So we walk through a few things that you're going to need. Equipment wise, you don't have to have these things, but it sure does make life a lot easier. So you're going to need a deep pan, kind of a turkey roasting pan, some aluminum foil. I like the big rolls of aluminum foil, the long ones. It helps me cover pans like this and some different things. I'm going to use a food processor to mix up our graham crackers, but again, not something you have to have. You can put them into a bag and crush them up like that as well. Love my KitchenAid. I'm definitely going to be using that. A hand mixer works well also, but if you've got a KitchenAid, I'm sure you love it already too. Nice mixing bowl, spatula, 9-inch springform pan. These things are really cool. How they just latch and unlatch. They come in, I think you can get packages of 8, 9, and 10-inch all the way around. This one calls for a 9-inch. You'll need a tablespoon, a small measuring cup that you can use in the microwave, so preferably glass there. And then our ingredients, which includes 4 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, a 3/4 cup of milk, 4 eggs, 1.5 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, 1 cup of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 15 graham crackers, and 2 tablespoons of butter. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our oven going. We're going to set that at 350. All right, while that is getting hot, we'll get everything together. The next thing we're going to do is make our base, our crust. So we're going to take our 15 graham crackers, drop them into our food processor. Go ahead and heat up our 2 tablespoons of butter so that can be melted and ready to go. Drop our graham crackers into the bowl. Pour our butter on top, and then we're going to mix it together. It's going to be a little lumpy. You want to move it around as best as possible just to smooth out that butter. The butter is going to get real clumpy in there, but we want to try to get as much incorporated in there as possible so that it molds in our springform pan. Then we're just going to smooth it out. Move this over here. Nice coverage through the whole thing. And then just take your fist and press it down real good, especially around the edges. Don't forget to spray your springform pan before you put it in. Pan coating, organic olive oil. That's what my wife prefers. All right, we're going to set that to the side. Okay, now we're going to drop our cream cheese into our KitchenAid. Pour our sugar in, 1.5 cups. It's gonna be sticky. You're looking for cream. We'll give this a little shake. Shake on the beaters, scrape on the bowl. Get everything down in there. Make sure that sugar gets into all the cream cheese. Other thing you want to note when you're doing this, before you get started, you want to pull your cream cheese out the fridge for about an hour. You want to be as close to room temperature as possible before you start mixing this, because it'll be lumpy if you don't. Nice. Now we're going to add our milk. We're going to put this on low to get started. Just let that incorporate in. And then we're going to drop our eggs in one at a time. Careful, don't get your fingers in there. All right, while that's going, I'm going to drop my vanilla in. 1 tablespoon. In my opinion, you can never have too much vanilla. Flour. Thicken it up. And our sour cream. We'll do a little wipe down while that's running. Kick it up a little bit. All right, let's scrape our sides one more time. Sure, we're getting some good mixture. All right, while that's going, we're going to take our aluminum foil. Size of our spring form, we're going to set it right here in the middle, and then we're going to wrap this thing. Make sure you don't tear it. Nice solid fit. We can bring it right up to the top. This is going to help us in our water bath. Okay, we're going to take our pan, slip this right in the middle. All right, I think we're all set here. Oh, nice and creamy. We are good. Good to go. Lovely. No lumps or air pockets. Get a little thickness in there. Be okay. All right, my friends, that's about it. We're going to drop some water into our pan. We're going to fill it up about an inch up the side of the springform pan. All right. Take your oven carefully. You don't want to get any water in the cheesecake. This is what it looks like. Okay, water surrounded it, keeps the temperature in, keeps it from burning. We're going to set that in there. Now this is going to cook for an hour, but we're going to set our timer for 30 minutes because once it hits 30 minutes, I'm going to check it out. And if it's starting to get a little bit brown on top, which is okay, I'm going to set a piece of aluminum foil on top of it just to keep the top from getting so brown to where it has that nice consistent color across of it. So we'll go ahead and set our timer and then we'll be back for our final pull. All right, welcome back. Cheesecake has come out of the oven, taking it out of the pan, dumped the water, taking the aluminum foil off. Looks like we did get a little crack in here. It's all right. I bet you it'll still taste wonderful. I'm no professional at it. I'm an amateur just like you all, but practice makes perfect. I keep doing them over and over until I get it right. But this one right here, it looks fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and unlock and pull this off. Drop it in the sink there. Might be a little moisture on top from where it's been sitting in the oven and cooling down. So I did not end up covering it with the aluminum foil. The top looked really good. It's a little brown on it, but that's wonderful. So after it hit an hour, I simply just turned the oven off with the door closed and let the cheesecake sit for another 5 hours until it came all the way down. We're going to transfer it over into our cake pan after we get a little bit of slice off. So let's move this here. All right. Let's see how we did. Nice. Got to get it off of that pan. With that cut in there, we may not get our end piece. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. We'll take a little bit of, slide this over. A little bit of strawberry puree that I made. Just take a bunch of strawberries, drop them into a little bowl, pour some sugar on it to let it sit 4 or 5 hours or so, and then you can mix it up in a blender. Excuse me. We're just going to take that. Oh yeah, nice and pretty. There you have it. New York cheesecake. Thanks for watching, and remember, make sure you bless it before you eat and enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.